Hey, I'm live according to YouTube, folks. So if you're in the house, not out in the garden, join in the live stream. I do like to break it up a little bit. Yesterday we did a live stream on Banana JSSI. Today we're going to do one on Jungle Joe C. I also did another one on Gulf Island Rock. So generally I do them between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time here uh, on Salt Spring Island. So we got a wet morning out here. Apparently, it's snowing on areas of the mainland. They got snow at the airport for the first time. It's raining here, and it's just over 4 degrees, so not that warm. It's below seasonal right now today, but it's raining out pretty good. I can't see this changing to snow, but you never know. You never know what Mother Nature has in store for us. Squashy Poshy. I like that name, Squashy Poshy. That's kind of a cool handle. Yeah, so how's the weather where you guys are, everyone? I see you, there's a few watchers in there. And yeah, they're more than welcome to join in. Don't be shy. It's a palm cast live stream. We talk about plants. We talk about exotic plants, palms, food, travel, and sometimes we get off topic from that too. So whatever's on your mind, throw it out there, and we can chit chat about it. Garden's doing well, like I say. Our eucalyptus trees are going to get removed. The big ones are going to get removed. I think scheduled. Wendy has them scheduled for beginning of February. So the 80-foot bucket truck's going to come in, going to knock them all down to size. They're going to resprout. We're going to keep them low. It's just that they're getting way too dangerous. These 100-foot white gums. Hey, how's it going, Palms USA? These 100-foot eucalyptus trees are actually really dangerous now. They're starting to drop branches here and there randomly, and the branches that come off it are like trees. And if they hit our sun deck or our house, they're going to damage it. So eucalyptus trees got to go. You know, when I planted those gum trees a few decades ago, I thought for sure winter would weed them out. I never thought they would grow this big. They've never frozen. They've never been winter damaged. And now they're 100 feet tall. So it was my bad. I should have planted them farther away from the house. So remember that when you're planting big trees, in the future. So I planted those things when I was in my 20s, and I'm 56 now. And they've outgrown their location. Going well. Got some tiny. Oh, cool. Oh, stick in my thumb. Oh, that's not good. That hurts, man. I've had cactus stuck in me before. It sucks. Yeah, I use a knife and I scrape it. Like I'll use like a paring knife, a really sharp knife, Palms USA. And so if they're stuck in there or here, I kind of scrape it back and forth. Sometimes they call those things spineless opuntia. And there's these big flat pads. There's a lot of people that grow them here. And if you look closely, they're tiny, tiny little spines. Those are the worst ones. So I use a knife and I kind of scrape it sideways back and forth until I get them out. But I'll tell you a story. Years ago on the mainland, south of Vancouver, my friend had this cactus patch, and he was weeding in the cactus patch, and one got stuck here. So he goes like this with his wrist, and it comes off and it sticks in his nose. And he's got this really sensitive nose. He's funny, my buddy Phil. We've got videos of Phil on here. We call him Foodie Phil. That's what Wendy calls him. He's on her channel. I've known the guy forever. Awesome guy. So anyway, the cactus comes off and gets stuck in Foodie Phil's nose. This is a few decades ago. He phones me up, and after he gets the cactus out, of course, says, Joe, come and get all my cactus because I don't want it anymore. He told me the story. I had to laugh. I was laughing. He says, you know why I have a sensitive nose? Well, it's barbed. The one that got stuck in his nose was like the native prickly pear to our province, and it is an opuntia which with long spines, and they're barbed like a fishhook. So it went in, and he had to dig it out. I took some opuntia. Oh, cool. They'll grow easily. All you got to do is throw them on the ground. You just chuck them on the ground, and they grow. I just planted a bunch in the fall. I got from a guy down the road. He had a whole bunch saved for me, so I stuck them in beside Wendy's gallery. I think we put in about 8 of them there. And so we got another cactus patch there too. And I dug them in and I kind of buried them. It's super dry under an overhang in rocky soil. So ground. Oh yeah, they'll work well. Dara, yes. Hey Dara, your Jubea looks well. And Dara, I'm not carving a tiki today just because it's really wet out there. It's ugly. So I don't want to be working out there today because all next week I'm probably gonna have to be working in the rain. So today I'm gonna relax. We just got back from the coffee shop. Wendy and I were at Salt. It did a nice reno on Salt Spring Island Roasting Company. And if you're ever on Salt Spring Island, check it out. That's a good coffee shop to go to. Great coffee. They sell it in Costco across Canada. Salt Spring Roasting Company, Salt Spring Island Coffee. And then the Beachside Cafe coffee is really good too. So anyway, thanks for joining in the live stream here. And Wendy's got an idea. She came up with another idea. So what you don't know about Wendy, she is a graphic designer, graphic artist. So she can design things really well. And she does business cards and she does stickers. You know, this is, hey, Wendy, do you have the eagle sticker? The eagle sticker. I don't have one here. And she's done this, but she wants to come up with a shirt. Okay. She wants to come up with a palmy shirt from Salt Spring Island. And I think Salt Spring Island will be written in there small somewhere. But she wants to call it, yeah, I'll have to let her explain the idea she has. She's really good with ideas and really good with art. She's a very good artist, right? So, and I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good idea because I think people might be keen to a shirt that has palms on it, says Salt Spring Island, and it might have something pertaining to our palmy place here. You wanted to say what? Can you come in and tell the audience? She wants it to say passion for palms, and she's got this design. She says it's going to have Banana Joe's on it somewhere. It'll say Banana Joe's passion for palms and lots of palms on it. So this is a shirt she's trying to create. She's thinking on creating. Okay. And Tiki's is going to have Tiki's palm. She's an amazing artist. So anyway, she's going to do a prototype of it because she's got silk screening stuff. And when she gets, what's that? Do you like that logo? She wants to get your guys' input on a shirt she's going to design. I would buy one of those. Palms USA. That's awesome.
Passion for palms.
So this is the other sticker she created. Okay, wow. So this is sold in her gallery, and the other one's sold in the store. So this is the southern. See, it says the southern.
Can't see it.
It's hard to see. It says the Southern Gulf Islands.
Yeah, I can't
it's hard to see with the light. Hang on.
Where's the
right there? Oh. See, it says the Southern Gulf Islands on it. Southern Gulf Islands, and then you can see
the
it.
islands are within the eagle.
The islands are within the eagle.
It's very subtle.
Yeah. So anyway, Wendy's shirt she's thinking on designing is going to have lots of palms and exotics on it. So do you think that's a good idea? Passion for palms. Passion for palms, and Palms USA likes the idea. Palms USA likes the idea.
Because
good man.
Most of you guys are here because you love palms, right?
I'm not good at designing anything, right? I can carve tikis and plant palms, but I'm not good at that stuff.
You have a passion for palms, so passion for palms.
Passion for palms. So anyway, after she gets the thing designed, a prototype, I will do a live stream and I will show you on the live stream. Palms USA likes the idea.
Okay.
He loves the idea. Okay. Thanks, Palms USA.
Do you want to have like Banana Joe's? I thought Banana Joe's.
Well, I don't think in big.
No, passion for palms.
Addiction to palms.
Oh, that's another
addiction to palms.
He's laughing.
Yeah, addiction it is more like an addiction. Yeah. It is actually more like an addiction to palms.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Do you think a Gabi period could survive in Quebec? Yeah, I'd keep it. I'd definitely give it a try, Benjamin, for sure. We grow them here. They're easy. So how many of you guys think that's a good idea? Wendy, to design a shirt, passion for palms or addiction to palms? Palm addict. Palm addict. Hey, palm addict. Palm addict. Palm addict's a good one too.
And you said if you had Banana Joe's.
This is one of her other stickers. Like I said, you've seen that one before, and that's on lots of bumpers around the island. 9 stores on Salt Spring carried that for years, right? So anyway, that's one of her designs, which I thought was kind of cool. A passion for palms. Palms USA. Okay, so we got to vote for passion for palms. Do other people like passion for palms? But Benjamin, Utah-ensis is good too. We grow it.
A face mask.
Well, she's thinking of a face mask too, but I don't know how long people are going to be wearing face masks for. Southwest Area, my prickly pear is doing great. Cool. Yeah, your Echeverria looks good. Echeverria there, Dara. And your Jubea looks fine. That's Dara. Yeah, I was going to say, so the thing is with masks, I don't know how long this thing is going to be going on, because in another year, nobody might be wearing masks anymore. Right. So that might be a short term. That might be a short-term thing. He wants to say hello. There's a lot of cases in the city. Yeah, there's get the mask. Benjamin says get the mask. Yeah, there's no cases here, but people wear masks in the stores. But when you go to the coffee shop, once you go to a restaurant or a coffee shop, once you sit down, you can take off your mask. Wendy, love your channel. You are great editing videos. Yeah. Either do I.
Oh, I'm not very good at it.
No, she's good. I'm not.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
And my camera's a bit wobbly.
Make those masks. Ship them to Montreal.
Cool.
Yeah. Everybody does wear masks here in the stores. What?
The other one.
What?
Because I was thinking, I like Sasquatch.
She was thinking of underwear.
No, I wanted to do a Sasquatch mask.
Sasquatch. She's thinking about Sasquatch.
because we have.
Wendy's big on Sasquatch.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Even though we've never really, we kind of maybe saw Sasquatch. We don't know what we saw that day. You saw Wendy's video on the Bigfoot. We don't know what it was. She titled it Bigfoot. It could have been a bear, but GD Gardens, hey, how's it going? Hey, remember next week, guys, is the draw, okay? So next week on either this channel or Banana JSSI, whichever one I'm streaming on, check it out. I will be pulling a name out of the bucket, and somebody is going to win a prize. And I think the prize might be some palm seeds. I'm thinking I'm going to make the prize maybe palm seeds, and we could enclose a sticker. We could enclose the sticker in there.
Choice of a decal or a card.
Or a card. So you could have a decal or one of Wendy's card.
Cool.
And we'll do some palm seeds in there too. I think some hybrid palm seeds would be good to ship to the winner out there, right? So anyway, thanks for your input. If you got any ideas about a t-shirt, Wendy's going to create a t-shirt, and I'll show it to you guys here on the live stream. But she's got to get her fanny perpendicular in gear and work on the shirt. And I ain't going to help her on the shirt because I'm not, like I said, I'm not good at designing. I'm not good at designing things. I could probably design a garden, but not a shirt, What's this guy? Hazen Selik. Cool. I like your little emoji there. Hazen Selik. And so we got a few people in there. We got Dara in there. We got GD Gardens. GD Gardens. I'm going to GD Gardens. We're going to go to moderator. GD Gardens is now a moderator. What is my favorite cactus? Palms USA. I love saguaro. I really like I really like opuntia. I really like flat pads, the big flat opuntia cactus. But yeah, saguaro are awesome. I've never been to Arizona, so I've never seen them for real, but I've seen lots of videos of them. Wendy's been to Arizona lots because her mom lived down there for 6 months every year, and she'd step out her door and there's saguaros everywhere. And actually, saguaros, I think, are pretty cold hardy, but I don't know if they're cold hardy enough for here. Jane, aloha, Jane. Jane, that was a great photo. Jane posted a photo the other day, yesterday, of a magnolia growing on Oahu, beautiful southern magnolia. And I've actually seen them. There's one near our condo, I believe. There's a southern magnolia. Where else did I see one? I think at Maui Tropical Plantation. And I've seen them up country on Maui too, up by Makawao. But beautiful, Jane. Thank you. Palms USA, Palms. When I moved to California, I wanted growing saguaro. Yeah. Oh, you can grow tons of stuff in California. It'd be awesome. Hazen Chalk, Mr. Emoji Man. Push the limits in Southern California because you can grow it all. If that's where you're moving to Southern Cal, it's a great climate, and it's due south of Salt Spring Island. It's to Los Angeles from here. It's a 21-hour drive. Believe it or not, 21 hours to drive to Southern Cal. I've driven it once, and first time I drove it when I was 17, I had to go check out all those palm trees. I took lots of palmy pics. That was back in December '81 with my buddy, and that was the first time I was down there at 17. And then I took the kids there with my ex in August 2008. I want to move to Southern Cal and plant some. Oh, yeah, you should do it, man. Do it. It's good. It's a really nice climate. It'll be awesome. I think square are cold hardy, but you would have. Yeah, exactly, Jane. It's kind of like Joshua tree. I had a Joshua tree growing here for years, just a little one I grew from seed, but it kind of petered out. I don't think it liked the wet. It's set to get milder. Oh, cool. Oh, I hope it gets mild there for you. It's below seasonal here today, but it's wet out. But like I say, it is. I looked at the weather on Twitter. One of the weather gals is on there, and because I'm on Twitter, and it is snowing in parts of Vancouver right now. There's snow coming down, and thank God we don't live anywhere near Vancouver. As much as I like Vancouver, I don't want to live in Vancouver. It's I don't know what the weather's going to be kind of a mixed bag next week. I think a lot of rain here. And Wendy has to go to Vancouver next week for something. So hopefully she won't get stuck in any snow. Generally, when it snows in Vancouver, it does not last very long. If you're near the water, it's very mild, especially on the west part of Vancouver, the West End and stuff like that, near the ocean. Vancouver's got a very good temperate climate, mild temperate climate. So wet winters and occasional snowfall. Joe, Palms USA, on a phone, could you do a stream? I wouldn't work. It's too far away, Palms USA. It's too far from our house. The ravine is 300. It's about I guess maybe a few hundred feet away from the house. So it doesn't work down there because even when I go far out into our yard, we got a big property here. When I go far out into the yard, it dies the signal. Like one time I went out past Wendy's gallery and the thing started just spinning, right? It was just scrolling. So unfortunately, I can't, but it'd be so cool. I thought about that to go down and do a thing, a video, a live stream of like the Swampsonii. The ravine is pretty cool. There is tons and tons of palms down there. So if you ever make it up here one day, in a few years they'll be even bigger. But there's so many palms in that ravine because I've been scattering seed there for a long time. So at the end of the season, when I'm done with my seed, the leftover seed I throw in the ravine. So there could be 10,000 seed I throw in there. And I don't know if it all comes up, but a lot of it, germinates. And the ones that germinate are definitely growing well in there. And like a lot of it might just rot because it's so wet, but the tough ones survive and the tough ones grow. Let's just see. The ravine is pretty cool. It's a completely different ecosystem down there. Does the ravine have? Yes, it's cold down there. Cold. If there's going to be frost on our property, the first place to have it is down in the ravine because it's deep, right? It's very, very deep and it's cool down there. And you got to remember, cool air is like water, right? So it goes downhill. All the cold air flows downhill and sits into the lower pockets, and that's why they call it a frost pocket. So, but it is an interesting place. I love it down there. It's pretty peaceful. There's a lot of alders down there. There's big cedar, beautiful cedar, western red cedar, lots of slough, tons of ferns, big evergreen ferns everywhere, Oregon grape, huckleberries, and there's hemlock down there, and Dougie fir on the edge because it's too wet for the Dougie fir, but lots of alder down there, big maple, big large leaf maple tree down there too. My Kenja is growing. Wow, cool. Our Kenja's in the house. I mean, I could have left it out. It's been so mild. I could have left everything out of the tiki hut. That's how mild it's been here. And but you know what? I don't take a chance because it still could get cold, and I don't want to be caught when it does get cold, in the middle of the night and scrambling to put everything in the tiki hut. So all the potted stuff is in the tiki hut. We still have outside. We have the sago palms in front of the B&B, one of the B&Bs, and then we have a kumquat outside in the pot. You could grow barrel cactus. Yes, Jane, I've seen it. I've seen fish hook barrel cactus growing in a garden here years ago, big ones, two of them growing in front of a house. And I haven't been to that place for years, but I've taken pictures of them, old school pictures. That was, 20 years ago at least, or maybe even back in the 90s. And they had some two fish hook barrel cactus growing under an overhang in front of a house, and they were absolutely beautiful. And in the same garden, they had a Washingtonia palm for years and years. And the new owners got it removed. I grow prickly pine. Prickly pine. You grow prickly pine? Wow. What is a prickly pine, Benjamin? We grow pine trees here. We have Austrian shore pine, native shore pine, and we have a long needle Mexican pine, and we have another type out there too. Kencha are easy. Yeah, are they easy there, Dara? They're expensive palms here. Oh, you mean prickly pear? Yeah, I've eaten it too. You sell it at the grocery stores. The Mighty Southwest. Hey, Joe, this is palms. Oh, your other channel. Cool. More than one channel. So I'm not the only one with more than one channel. There you go. The Mighty Southwest. Cool. Awesome. Good to have you in there. Remember, next weekend I'm doing the draw, okay? So somebody's name is going to get picked out of the draw barrel. So you got a week to claim your prize. And I think one of the lucky winners here is going to get some palm seeds shipped to them from Salt Spring Island. You have two channels? Cool. I actually have three channels, but I really don't count my third channel anymore. It's there in suspended animation forever, and I haven't uploaded it for years. Golden barrel cactus are beautiful. Yes. And I think they can probably take temperatures down into the single digits Fahrenheit, I bet you, if they're kept dry, Jane. What's your other channel, Palms USA? Yes, for one plant, you should get €30. Yeah, we have two big Kencha palms, Dara, and they're doing very well. I got them back in the 1990s. I had a father-in-law gave them to me when they were smaller, and they're in the basement right now, kind of like this rock basement / crawl space. It's got 8-foot ceilings. The Mighty Southwest is my other channel. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's I like it. The Mighty Southwest. Cool. Right on. That's a good name. I'll have to check that one out. I've checked out Palms USA, but I've never checked out the Mighty Southwest. And I'm sure you got some palmy things on there too. Like my other channel, Jungle Joe. See this one. This is my other channel. Okay, this is my newer channel. It's coming up 2012. I did this one. April 24th, 2012, I started this channel. And so that was 9 years ago coming up. I hope to. Well, you will. If you think about it, you'll create your own reality. I thought about moving here and I moved here. You know what I mean? I left my last location. I came here without a job. I got a job right away. That was years ago. And I've been here for a few decades now. So if you think about it, you create your own reality. And you know what, Palms USA, it will happen to you. Good things will happen. Mine is quite large for lady palm. Oh, that's what I got to get, Dara, Southwest Ireland. I have to get another lady palm. They're quite expensive too. I went to a nursery on Maui, Wendy and I, when we were there last time, and there was just so many lady palms. They had this greenhouse full. It was like a shade cloth house, kind of like. It wasn't really a greenhouse, but it was just so full of Rapis excelsa. I love Rapis excelsa, and they're actually pretty hardy too, believe it or not. Some of you guys, if you live in a cooler climate, try them. It's just like Palms USA posted some pictures, or he did a video of the Livistona chinensis growing in DC, and they do work here in sheltered areas. There was 2 growing down in front of Penny Farthing Drive for years, 20 years in Vancouver. I love the Southwest gorgeous Serena. Yes, it is awesome, man. And lots of palms. Got to move where the palms are. They're easy to. Yes, they are, Dara. Very. Put it this way, neglect tolerant. I will say, as a house plant, if you want an easy house palm, try a not a Livistona. Well, Livistona are pretty easy too, but try a Rapis excelsa for an indoor plant. Unfortunately, people go into Home Depot and then they buy the Majesty Palms, and Majesty Palms are very, very tricky. Ravinia rivularis are very tricky as indoor plants because they're very prone to spider mites. They're a tricky palm, just like a coconut palm. Coconut palms are extremely difficult as an indoor plant, and very few people actually have success with them. I know a couple. I know Jacob Fry in Kansas has a beautiful one. I'd like to know what his trick is. I've lost at least 4 now over the years. 3 I brought back from Hawaii, and 1 I got at Home Debit. I like to call it Home Debit. Oh, you have a variegated one there, even cooler. Well, our condo, there's some nice ones, a nice clump of them growing on Maui. I went to St. George, Utah when I was in 6th grade. Loved all. Oh, yeah. I've got seeds from St. George, Utah. The Camarops I got growing are from St. George, Utah. I have a bunch of them in the greenhouse. I'm going to put some more outside. I put a few outside, and they're doing well. I plant the Camarops as seedlings, and they will mature here. But St. George, Utah is a very interesting high kind of desert area in the southwest corner of Utah, and it's full of palm trees. There's Washingtonia flifera, Trachycarpus fortunei, lots of Camarops. I don't know if there's date palms there. It might get too cold for Phoenix, but there's definitely lots of Camarops, Washingtonia flifera. I don't think there's Robusta. There might be some short-term, and there's Trachys too. So lots of agaves, lots of yuccas. And cactus. It's just an amazing high desert microclimate. I did a write-up on that, an article on it, probably maybe more than 25 years. I'm going to say 30 years ago, I did an article. I did a write-up on St. George, Utah for Hardy Palm International. It was a pretty interesting place. I have some lipstick palm seeds. Ceiling wax palm, Sidrostachys renga. Renga? That's a pretty cool plant. Those are very tropical. I don't even know if those will grow in Southern California. That would be pretty tricky. I'd like to see somebody in Southern California growing that. That is a tricky one to grow. They like moisture too, outside of the tropics. Where Jane lives in Hawaii, there are lipstick palms. Matter of fact, I've seen them growing in Waikiki too. And they're beautiful. There's another cool palm called a flamethrower palm too. Check that one out. So it looks like the live stream's going okay. So far, we don't have any glitches. Our B&B guest is here for just about a month, like I say, and he's gone for the weekend. He went back to Vancouver to visit with his wife and kids or something like that, but he's staying in the B&B because he's working here on Hydro, which is nice. And it's nice that he's gone so I can actually live stream and he's not taking up internet time. There are some pics on the Palm Talk Phoenix here in Phoenix, Dactylar, Washington, Robusta. Oh, so there is, okay. Actually, Dactylifera would work there. Oh, there is Phoenix canariensis. Okay, cool. Few huge Robusta there. That's awesome. That is cool. I wonder if they're long-term, the Robusta. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, St. George, Utah is a pretty cool place. And that's one place I would love to see. Never been there. Never been to Utah. I've been to California a few times, and but I've never been to Utah. I'll be getting a flamethrower. Wow, cool. Yeah, you're getting a lot of palms. You got quite the. Are you going to plant it outside, Dara? That'd be interesting. Good experiment. I know James Dens grows it down in northern coastal California, but he's got a good climate down there too for a flamethrower. But yeah, it looks like there's Washington in St. George. Yeah, Jane, I've definitely seen Phylifera growing there for sure, like pictures of them, videos of them, and it'd be good to get seed from there too. They're a nice palm. They'll even grow in Maui. There's actually some big ones growing near our hotel on Maui. Big Phylifera, like really tall Phylifera. They actually do well on Maui. Yep, and also bottle palm. Oh, Hyophorbe. That's a cool one. Danny Lane, hello. How's it going, Danny Lane? You are in here for the live stream. Hope you got good weather up there, bud. We got a typical wet winter day, man. We had a nice stretch of 2 weeks of nice sunny, dry weather, and now it's back to some rain. But that's okay. We're not having to shovel it. It's wet, but it keeps things green. You know what I mean? But I know in Vancouver, like I said, it's snowing in areas of Vancouver. So I mentioned to you guys, Wendy's thinking on designing a shirt with palms on it, stuff like that. Do you think that's a good idea? And when she designs the shirt, because she's a graphic designer, I'll post it on here. Like I'll do a live stream and I'll show you what her prototype looks like. Passion for palms, I think she wants to put on it, and she's going to put bananas and palms and tikis. It'll be cool, and it'll say Salt Spring Island in writing in small, maybe in the corner. But that's her plan. We're sitting in the coffee shop this morning, and she says, "I have an idea." So she's full of ideas. I know you do, Dare. You like to push the envelope. Good for you, buddy. Do you have any Nike? Rapilo Stylus Sapita, Palms USA. That would work. That might work there. I tried them here. They don't work here. There's some big ones at Tresquabi Gardens, Palms USA. You see them in the videos there. They were planted eons ago. Huge date palms there too. Danny Lane, I was in St. George, Utah. I love the incredible rocks. Isn't that cool? Danny Lane, I would love to go see St. George. One of these days on my bucket list, I will go see St. George, Utah. If everything gets back to normal, one day, do you think things will get back to normal, folks? What do you think? I wonder if things will ever get back to normal. It would be really cool. I'm going to show you what our place looks like. There's an aerial view of our road and the ocean. You see that? That's how green it looks here. So our house is like right in here. And then there's the beach right there through those trees. There's a trail that goes through those trees. So that's an aerial view of our place there. That's what it looks like. Pretty wild, eh? At some point after that. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. I hope things get back to normal, Palms USA. It's just kind of annoying, all this stuff. I'm just trying to find some old pictures here of my last place. I might have some pictures. There's the Jubea when we planted it in town, 2006. We first planted it in 1999, so it was just freshly planted there. I know a really cool plant for you guys to try is this one right here. It's growing on Salt Spring. See all the yellow flowers on that plant right there? That is called that tree is a Fremontodendron, and it blooms forever. It's evergreen, so native to Southern California. It's called a Fremontia tree. Try that. It's very common on Salt Spring Island. And then I'm just going to show you another one here. This one here, it's hard to see, but this one right here is covered in yellow pineapple type flowers. It's called pineapple broom tree from Morocco, and that's growing in town as well. We have a big one on our property, so try that when you guys look it up. It's called pineapple broom. It's really awesome. I think Nightgate Palms growing. Yeah, they're pretty hardy, but I don't think hardy enough here. I've lost small ones I've grown from seed. Let's just see here. I'm just looking for some cool pictures in my old photo album, guys. Palms USA. No, Daryl loves to push the limit. He does. I'll show you a cool pic I took in the Honolulu Zoo. Okay, so there's a tall brahia edulus. Look what's trying to eat the flowers on it. See that in there? Do you know what that is? There's a giraffe reaching for the flowers on a brahia edulus. Isn't that cool? That's in the Honolulu Zoo. Maybe try larger. Yeah, and a larger one would be good. Hey, Jane, here's in the Honolulu Zoo as well. There's some nice camerops in the Honolulu Zoo right there. Right when you go in the entrance to the right, there's some nice camerops. Been there for years. Joby Josh, my Philip Rissy giveaway on Instagram has fallen. Oh, cool. Okay, I will. Toby Josh, I can trade you. You know what? I will trade you. And maybe you can message me. My email is bananajoe@telus.net. Here, I'll just write it here, Toby Josh. Drop me a message after this. Let me just write this down. There's my email right there, Toby Josh. I can trade you. I always trade. If somebody sends me something, I'll always send them something back. Probably winning my raffle is currently very high. Oh, cool. Oh, you're the fun ukulele. Oh, I like that. That's awesome. I like that. Wendy has a ukulele, and she took ukulele lessons on Maui a couple of times. She's got Dave's in there, white with dreamy eyes. Gotta like white with dreamy eyes. Joe followed me. Yeah. Okay. We'll trade. I'll definitely send you some. I'll send you some hybrid seeds, nice fresh hybrid seeds. Wendy's got a really nice ukulele. She's got a koa wood. She's got a koa wood ukulele she bought on Maui, which is kind of cool. Good to see all of you guys in there. Camel who loves Coke, likes Coke. All the regulars in there. You guys are regulars on the live stream. It's great. We're like this family, right? Good to see you in there, Dave. Palms USA, Camel likes Coke, Jane, my pal Jane over in Hawaii, Toby Josh, and Logan's not in there today. And who else is in there today? Let me scroll back. See, that's so short. My memory is short term. Palms USA, Dara. Danny Lane's in there. And let's just see. There's a whole bunch of people in there today. So Benjamin, hopefully still in there. So we got a bunch in there today, and I hope your day is going well. The current time here is 1:27 p.m. Pacific time, and the current temperature is 4.5 degrees Celsius. So we are below normal today, and it is wet. It's a wet day on the rock. We like to call it the rock because we are on a rock. We're actually, Salt Spring Island is on a crystal bed. 4:27. I feel super tired. Well, you got to do some resting. I got to work tomorrow. I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. He lives. No, Danny Lane. Hi, Camo. Where you live? He lives in South Carolina, I think. Doing good, Palms. It's 9:28 here. 9:28. Well, not too bad. So I guess you guys are still in lockdown, eh, buddy? Hey, Dara, you guys are in lockdown. And by the way, like I said, Dara, your Jubea looks perfectly fine to me. How deep down is the crystal bed? If you go to some beaches, I remember seeing a crystal at Vesuvius Beach right on the surface, and down at Bader's Beach, there's crystal you can see in the rocks, but I don't know how deep it is under the island, but we're on a crystal bed, Salt Spring Island, and people live here know about that. But I'm not going to dig down and find out how far it is, because you know what, Jane? Digging here is not fun, because it is all rocky soil. It's a terrible place to dig. You could probably Google it, and maybe it'll tell you how deep down the crystals are here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Quartz. Is it quartz or crystal? Quartz, crystal, whatever. Maybe it's quartz. I guess tornado season has started too. Oh, man, be careful down there. Stay safe down there. Yeah. 2 Celsius here. Not too bad. Palms USA. White with dream -8. You know what, Dave? That's not that cold for that far north. Yep, we are, yes, young Jubea. Yeah, I was going to say, you got a young Jubea, and that's the way they are supposed to look. So don't worry about what other people say. Dara, I looked at your palm, and it looks totally normal to me. 16C in Denton. Sweet, that's awesome. Palmy and balmy in Texas. 16C, that's nice temperature. Camel who likes Coke, 13C, that's perfect. This is nothing. 13C is good temperature too. Well, I'm just hoping it stays dry for me next week at work, but I have a bad feeling it ain't going to be dry. I have a feeling it's going to be wet. I have to take apart a big planter at Rainbow Pool where we've been working. We took out a playground last week, so 81. Oh, Jane, I'm jealous. 81 Honolulu. Oh my God. So nice. I wish I was in Honolulu. I love gardening in shorts, and oh, it's nice, man. I used to wear shorts year round. You know that? There's a lot of people here, Toby Josh, that wear shorts year round, and I was one of those guys up until probably about 10 years ago. I get too many aches and pains in my knees, so I stopped because I damaged my left knee. So I don't, because the winters are damp here, but you can wear shorts here year round, and there's a lot of people that do. You just got to wear a good sweatshirt up on top. My bird bath got a layer of ice on it. Oh, did it? Interesting. Yeah, we haven't had anything ice over here yet. Not on this end of the island. Nice and balmy there. Yeah, it's so nice where Jane lives. Supposed to hit minus 18. Minus 18. Hey, you should go and shoot a video of that. Minus 18. The cold weather challenge. I had a friend like that worked up north in, where was it? Way up north in Alberta. The place that burnt up a few years ago, Fort Mac. And it was so cold out there. And they were working on this crew. Wendy's son was up there. It was called the Cold Weather Challenge. So these guys went outside. Whoever stayed outside the longest in their underwear would get a free case of Molson Canadian. So it was against these two guys. And one of the guys lived here on Salt Spring Island. He was up there working. Crazy British guy. Love the guy, Robin. He's passed away several years ago. And he was only in his 40s, but a wild and crazy guy. So, and there's a video of it. I saw a video of it. It might even be on his YouTube channel. These two guys go outside. It's like minus 40 below zero. Robin sitting there. He's having a smoke. The other guy's just freezing to death. And Robin won the case of beer, of course. It rarely snows below in Hawaii. Yeah, I can live without snow. Jane, I would so like to be there. I sure hope I can go back to Hawaii in November. No ice here yet. The Toby Josh director is the mildest winter. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Toby Josh. Cool. I'll show you the evergreen looking. Yes, please do that, Dave. Do it. Yeah, anywhere warm in the winter is a good place to be for me, but you know what? It's not that bad here. I wouldn't care if Dave is a hardcore. See, Dave White with Dreamy Eyes is a hardcore Canadian. Minus 45 degrees Celsius. I would be frozen to death. I don't have good enough clothes to go into minus 45 degrees Celsius. I don't own a parka. I don't own winter boots. I'm serious. I wear a thin jacket to work and just like a sweatshirt, a hoodie sweatshirt. That's it. And a lot of times I take it off when I'm working. It's mild. Yeah, same here on the coast. It's the same. It's just wet winters and mild and wet. Well, you have huge trees to help you protect from any wind. Yeah, it's the bottom of it doesn't. That's at the bottom of it. It doesn't protect against any frost. Yep, trees and being close to the ocean too, Camel. We're right next to the Pacific Ocean. On the north end of the island, it is generally milder because, like I say, we're narrow up here and there's lots of ocean and less land. So that ocean temperature regulates the air temperatures. Sandalwood. Yesterday, a girl on Facebook posted a picture of a frozen pond on Salt Spring Island. They had such heavy frost. And yesterday here, it was just absolutely beautiful on the north end. Sandalwood and Mayman trees are drought tolerant enough to grow at about 9,000 foot. So, Jane, there is a hope in heck that they would probably work here in the mildest areas on Salt Spring Island. Danny Lane, minus 20 in. Wow, that's cold, man. Can't say I like such tints. I don't care. Yes, and you know what? It's not forever anyway, because you know what? Each day is getting closer to spring. Dave, that's right. And it's only weather, right? It's only weather. Camel who likes Coke. Ocean really aren't factor, to be fair. Myrtle Beach gets frost. Yeah, here it is. We're 100% ocean influenced on Salt Spring Island. But once you get into the colder valleys, then you're going to get that cold air draining down the slopes of the mountains and sitting in those low-lying frost pockets. A lot of times there's inversion, so it's warmer up here. I know of an amazing exotic garden at about 700 feet above sea level on our island. It's absolutely beautiful. And you know what? He doesn't get a whole lot of frost up there. Get a lot of snow, but that's where that Schefflera tree is growing. Huge camarops, big palms, tons of evergreen oaks. There's tons of southern live oaks he's got growing. Big ones. Grevilleas, you name it, he grows it up there. Logan. Remember, Logan, the draw is next Saturday. So next Saturday, Logan, stay tuned. Between 12 and 1 p.m., I'll be doing a live stream either on this channel or my other channel. So if I'm not on Banana JSSI, I'll be on this channel, okay? One or the other. And sometimes I like to do it on Wendy's, but I'm going to let her pull the name out of the draw bucket. Lowest we hit this winter, -5. Yeah, we had minus, well, actually, no, yesterday did drop down. At first, I thought it was -0.2, but it did actually drop lower when I hit the reset. Yesterday, yesterday morning, we were -0.6 degrees Celsius. So that's the coldest temperature we have been all winter so far. Yes, okay, Logan and everybody else, next weekend, Saturday, okay? Stay tuned for the draw. Our spring starts in February. Yeah, it can, February here can be very spring-like, and March can be really crappy. Honestly, that's the way it works here. It's just really weird. And sometimes March can be absolutely beautiful. -6. So -6 is about 22 degrees, 21, 22 degrees. Somebody can figure that out. Logan, you're the mathematician. What is -6 Celsius? Is it like 21 degrees or 22 degrees? I think it's 21 degrees. Here, South Dakota, -1 now, -10. -10, Danny Lane. Okay. Starts February. Yeah, and latitude has a lot to do with it too in the south. So in the south, you're going to warm up a lot faster than us northern latitude people. And I don't know what latitude. Hey, Dara, what is your latitude in Ireland there? What we're 48 degrees north latitude. What is Limerick? Are you a greater latitude than us? Yeah, spring starts. South Kelowna, so -10, which isn't too bad. You could grow sable minor up there, Danny. Sable minor. I've never seen -10 degrees Celsius here. I've seen -8. Coldest temperature I've recorded here is -8. So not too bad. It was cold enough that year to take out a big eucalyptus tree at the end of our driveway, Eucalyptus nitens, poor Providence tree, 24.9. So you are actually lower than Los Angeles. Believe it or not, you are lower. I think Los Angeles is 33 or 34. Am I right? Or 35, somewhere around there? 34.9. Wow, we're 48. So we're a long way north of you guys. Dave is the most northern person here, and Jane is the most southern person here. Hey, Joe, I'm in Lulu Island. Oh, cool. I used to live on Lulu Island. Nice. I lived there for just about a decade. I went to school there from kindergarten to grade 7, and then at the beginning of grade 7, I think a couple months into grade 7, I moved out to southwest corner of Langley. And LA is a lot warmer. It is. It's amazing, isn't it? Well, it's no different than here. Okay, 33.2 here. Okay, Toby Josh. Los Angeles, 34. So you think about it. We're at 48 degrees north latitude. And if you go to Eastern Canada at 48 degrees, their winters are a lot colder than us. 54. Dave's at 54, same as Moscow. I just got back from Jalisco, Mexico. Wow, cool. Lulu Island, that's what we used to call it when we were kids. I used to go to Manoa Steve's Elementary in Lulu Island. Used to go skating at Minoru. I used to love living in Richmond. We are out of frost. 52. Okay, 52. Okay, so you're 4 degrees higher than us. Wow. London is 49, I think, 49 degrees latitude. I'm pretty sure London is that same as Vancouver. Vancouver is 49, and the Southern Gulf Islands are 48 here. Zone, Danny Lands, XP, 7A, your first few flowers. Oh, cool. Sweet. That's nice to see winter flowers. Yeah, John, I've been to Cozumel, and I've been to Baja California. I've been to Ensenada. I've been to Tijuana, Rosarito Beach. And I did have fun down there when I was a kid. I was 17 years old, and we drove down to Ensenada, Mexico, me and my buddy. Remember getting pulled over by the cops down there. Let's see. I prefer Canada. London, 51 point. Oh, is it 51.5? Wow. Okay, so I think the Scilly Isles are 49. Somebody look up the Isles of Scilly. The Scilly Isles, I think, might be 49. It's 51. So, man, there's huge date palms in London. Desert climate. I can't believe desert climate are honestly the best you can actually handle. Yeah, it's dry heat. Like in the interior of BC, it is desert climate. Used to live at 8 degrees north. Wow. That's awesome. 8 degrees north. That's tropical, huh? Look, you missed Vancouver. Wow. I moved away from Vancouver when I was from actually Vancouver. I was born in Vancouver. I was born at the Grace Hospital, okay? On Scilly's at 49. Okay, Palms USA, thanks. I thought it was around 49. They're actually at a higher latitude than us, and they can grow 10 times more stuff than we could ever grow in our dreams. Didn't know Limerick was higher. Yeah, it is. That's crazy. So we're 48, Dara. We're lower latitude here. Isn't that crazy? Victoria is even lower than us. It's still 48, but it's a lower 48. Look at a map of the Southern Gulf Islands, and you'll see we're actually below the 49th parallel. Yeah, some people love that heat, Dave. One palm tree I wanted growing is, I don't know that one. Medumia. I don't even know if I've even heard of that palm tree. Give me the dirt on it, Camel. I was born in VGH. I like visit Meg, but I don't like big. I'm not much into big cities either, Dave. I like rural. I'm a rural guy, and it's very rural here on Salt Spring Island. There's no such thing as city on the Gulf Islands. Okay, it's a vast wilderness. It's endangered. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think actually Rapidophyllum hystrix is actually endangered in the wild too. You know, so. But anyway, I'm a rural guy. I grew up. Like I said, I lived in Richmond for close to a decade when I was a kid, and then we moved out to 5.1 acres in South Langley. So I grew up on the farmlands, a hobby farm, and we have acreage here too. We have a couple of acres here, and all across the street is 5 acres, 3 acres, 2 acres around me, 10 acres, 200 acres down the road, which is why I wouldn't. Yeah, it's too. I couldn't afford it either. I'm in quarantine. Oh, really? There, is it in? I see. Okay, because you got back from Mexico, right? Above 40 C, I get a little light. Oh yeah, I can't handle too much heat. It's endangered. I see Lila because it is. Yeah, I'm not old enough to have no. Yeah, it was always called Lulu Island when we were kids. Now it's Richmond, but like I say, my cousin had a restaurant there for years, John, on number 1 Road and Steeston Highway, Pappy's Italian restaurant and deli. Cousin Ken Iaci, a chef, great chef, had like I say, a restaurant there forever. Not too much countryside, but yeah. Wow, that's cool, Camel. 23, you're a young guy. My youngest son is going to be 21 this year, so he's pretty close to the same age as you. And my daughter's going to be 27 this year, and my oldest son next month is going to be 30. Time flies. I love Lytton, yes. We're in my backyard. Yes. There you go, Dave. You're the man. Dave's the man. Around Dave 49 year 2 south of close summer, but frosty winter compared. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The Sillies are mild. Sam, look up media. It is. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. That sounds like a pretty cool palm. Oh, Dave, about 40. Beer in the shade. Oh my God, I'd be in the ocean. If it hit 40 here on those warm summer days, we go across the street to the beach and we swim. We got this amazing private beach across the street. Now anybody can go to the beaches here. They're not private per se, where nobody can go on them, but not a lot of people know about our beach. It's a white crushed shell beach. The water is pristine, and on a hot 30-degree, 32-degree Celsius day, you go down there and it feels so nice to dip in that refreshing Pacific Ocean. John, what's your all-time favorite food? I crave. Oh, shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie too. 40 C and over humidity is base. Yeah. Oh, I don't. Yeah, that would die. I would die in that, Camel. I don't like high humidity with heat. I don't mind the humidity. A blooper. Humidity in Hawaii. I can actually handle it. It never really bothers me. Yeah, there are some more humid days there, but it just doesn't seem to bother me. I find the heat in Hawaii is so nice and so comforting. I don't have any aches and pains when I'm in Hawaii. Yeah, DC would get super humid, super hot. It'd be like Toronto, even hotter maybe. New York is the same. My youngest son went to New York a couple of years ago, and he messaged me from there, and he says, "Dad, the heat here is so gross." That's what he said. He says, "It's the worst heat I've ever experienced with the humidity." He loved New York, but he couldn't wait to get back and come back to Salt Spring. He says the heat and humidity was absolutely a killer. He says you stand out there and you basically sweat. See, you never do that here. It's unheard of. Always gets over 90 and jive. Oh God, yeah, I heard the East Coast. I don't know why it's so muggy there. I don't get it. Nova Scotia is more. Is it really? I did not know that. I love I don't like working in it, man. I could not handle it, Sam. It just would kill me. Danny, so I'm still wondering, are there lots of dandelions? Oh yeah, they're blooming here right now. There's dandelions blooming here. I was lining the soccer fields on Friday, painting the lines on the soccer fields, and there's dandelions everywhere blooming. They bloom right through the winter here. Yeah, daffodils blooming, snowdrops blooming. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff blooming here right now. Cherry trees blooming. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting little island. Sticky and sweaty. I don't like that. I couldn't work in that. So yeah, Danny, lots of dandelions in bloom here. Ontario isn't as humid. Really? Yeah, because I heard it's pretty humid there in the summertime. But you know what? Who am I to say? I've never been there. I can't say. I just go by what other people tell me. I got friends that moved here from there. This is their third year. And they said basically when you step out of the shower and dry off in Ontario in the summer, in southern Ontario, you got to step back in the shower because you're sweating. No fuchsias blooming now, but our fuchsias are still green. I don't see any more flowers on our fuchsias, Dara, but they're still in bloom. And there's lots of fuchsias blooming on our coast. Yeah, right along the ocean. My fuchsias. Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, sables live here. They just grow a little slower, but we do grow sables here. A lot of people that actually do grow them. Every second day, my dear. Is that right? I heard there's a lot of bugs there, though. I heard there's a lot of black flies and skeeters and stuff like that. Another thing we don't really have here is like bugs to bother you. Maybe they don't like the island. I don't know what it is. Maybe they feel too stranded on this island, so they don't want to hitch a ride on the ferry boat over here from the mainland. But maybe one of these days I'll have to go check it out. I'm quarantining on my date because. Oh yeah, millipedes. I don't know if those bother palm trees. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Thanks, Joe, for confirming those dandelions. Oh yeah. You know what? If I'm out in the field tomorrow and there's I see some blooming, I'll shoot a video of them for you. Most mosquitoes I have ever seen. Is that right, eh? My buddy and his wife go traveling across Canada. They drive across Canada. They said they went to Ontario to a campground and they actually had to wear mosquito nets. I can't even fathom that, like being eaten alive by mosquitoes if you don't wear a mosquito net. I just like, no, you don't have to worry about that here. I'm serious. You can go out and have a dinner at night outside on your patio and you don't have to worry about anything like that bothering you. Really. It's quite nice to not get bitten by bugs. I don't like mosquitoes and I don't like black flies or those no-see-em things, whatever they are. No-see-ems, these little things that bite you, right? I think we might have the odd horsefly here, but rare. I've never been bitten by one. June is bad for mosquitoes here, but they're okay. Cool. We don't have any fire ants here, but we do have the thatching ants that bite. Ivermectin kills malaria mosquito. Possibly. Is that right? Eh? Interesting. We have moths. Dara, we have moths. We have moths and butterflies. We have swallowtail, and after mid-July, Dave says no skeeters. Cool. I think sometimes if you have a really cold winter too, maybe it nukes a few of them, right? It's kind of like that, the pine beetle up in the interior. They need really cold winters to get rid of them, but the winters have not been that cold. So I don't know how the pine beetle situation is now, but I remember going up to Paul Lake and I saw these vast areas of forest all dead. And our friend was saying that was the pine beetles. That was quite a few years ago up near Kamloops. Oh, they eat your clothes. Yeah, we have moths here too, but they don't eat our clothes. When I went to the pool at it was covered in horse. Oh man, I bet you they hurt. Yeah, it's rare to ever see a horsefly here. There's hornets like wasps and bees. Bees don't bother you, and sometimes hornets will come around if you're eating. They like to eat meat. Keep a little electric fly swatter by you, and you zap them. Some years we have hardly had any mosquito last year. I guess it just depends on the year, eh, Dave? Yeah, I guess it does. But yeah, I mean, we barbecue here year round. At this time of the year, I mean, I have seen the odd house fly around, and but generally in the wintertime, there's no bugs. You're not going to see sometimes little things flying around. I don't know what they are. They're not. Are they called gnats? Maybe I call them gnats. I see those floating around sometimes on a good winter day. Huge anole issue. Oh, anoles are good. Anoles eat bugs. I'm scared of wasps. Oh, really? Yeah, we have wasps here. Wait a minute. I have to kill them. I actually have to spray them. A lot of times people will report them in the park and I'll have to go with a wasp bomb and spray them. Mosquitoes are bad because yeah, that's the thing. You need cold weather to get rid of some of the insects. Edmonton is heaven for skeeters. Is that right, eh? I've been up to Alaska 3 times, separate times, and I wasn't bitten once by a bug. I'm scared of grizzlies. We don't have any grizzlies here. There's no bear on Salt Spring Island. But you know what? They do swim over every so often from the Big Island. You want to see flies? Go to Brodus, Montana. Is that right? A big sky country, Dave, and big mosquito country. I spray. They're all over my yard summer. It keeps. Oh, cool. Right on, Toby Josh. That's the way to do her. I don't like mosquitoes are annoying. Edmonton is heaven for skeeters. I've been to Edmonton in the summertime. You know, I didn't really find it that bad. I was there, I think it was beginning of August. I was there a couple of times. We have no bears. Yeah, there's no bears on Salt Spring Island, but since I've lived here, there's been 2 occasions where bears have swam over from the big island. There's a narrow stretch at one point, and there's been elk over here too, but we have lots of deer and there's mountain lion or cougar here, right? Yeah, I like drier climates. Yeah, drier climates are good. I like a drier winter climate. I'd like it wetter in the summer and drier in the winter if I had my choice. Dry equals, yeah, exactly. Well, our summers are dry, and maybe that's why we have no mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Our summers are really dry here. So maybe that's why we don't have the skeeters. And once in a while you get the odd one. I'm not saying we have 0 skeeters. Once in a while you get the odd one, but it's never that bad here. Broad essence. Except the flies. Yeah, I'd like to go to Montana. Oh, I want to see one. Batman, I want to see a cougar badly. I want to shoot a video of a cougar. I want to see a cougar as much as I want to see a Bigfoot. And you know what? My dad saw a cougar one time when he was going out one night when we had our cabin up in Roberts Creek on the Sunshine Coast, and he bumped into a cougar. Saw one out there. It was just at dusk, and he saw a mountain lion. Moose? No, there's no moose this far south. No moose anywhere around this part of the Southern Gulf Islands or Southern Vancouver Island. The only thing we'd get over here would be black bear, where would swim over from Vancouver Island, but no moose. Moose are farther north and inland and up. I don't even know if there's any moose on Vancouver Island anywhere. I know there's wolf. There's wolf on Vancouver Island, but no moose, Danny. Just lots of deer here. And like I say, elk have been spotted here too. I've seen cougars. Yeah, they do. They actually do attack joggers, Batman. You got to get up here to see the moose. Yeah, I've seen moose. You know where I've seen moose, Dave? On the way to Jasper. I think I've seen a hyena. Oh, cool. Hyena would be cool. No moose, but moose. Sam, Musa Baju. Yes, we do have Musa Baju bananas. Squashy Poshy. It's tea. Squashy Poshy. I heard people come up with these names. I am Batman. It's snowing here. Where are you, Squashy Poshy? Are you in Vancouver? We have very rainy weather here right now. Very rainy weather. Musa Baju country. Oh, you're in the UK. Yeah. Actually, in my Facebook group, people have been posting pictures of snow in the UK, but not all of the UK. I think a south part of the UK, like Torquay, Cornwall, Devon, and Taunton and all those places, I don't think they're getting snow. And yeah, just like I say, it's liquid sunshine here, folks. Well, I'm going to show you right now. Take that out and this out. I just want to show you what it's doing here. Can you see out there? There's what it's doing on Salt Spring Island. No snow, just a whole lot of rain and a whole lot of greenery. You see? So there you go. Typical winter day on Salt Spring Island. Wet and dreary winter day, folks. And that's okay by me. I don't have to shovel it. You know what I mean? Don't have to shovel it. And now I got to find I got to plug this in. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I just got to plug in my computer here. There we go. All right. I'm using a different laptop here. How's the quality of the pic? I got my newer laptop here. That's out my man cave window. London has snow ATM. Yeah, that's crazy. Eh? There's snow in London. We have no snow, but UK had bad. Yeah, I know there's a lot of snow in parts of the UK. Yeah, I don't like shoveling anymore. I tell you what, that's how I wrecked my back in '96. We had a dump of snow and I really screwed up my lower back. And you know what? It's never been the same. It just, my upper body, I can handle it, but my lower back, it just gets so sore. Even when I'm chainsawing up stuff for a long time, my lower back kills me, man. And I use the chainsaw lately a lot at work, cutting up stuff in the bush. We're up in the bush last week, me and buddy I work with there, working in the trails, trees that come down, and we have to cut them off the trails. And my back gets sore after a while. One of them was a killer tree. It had a big bend. It was about a 60-foot tree. I had to do a bunch of relief cuts in it. It was a dangerous one, and then came snapping right down. Those ones aren't so bad, but it's cutting up stuff off the ground like when I'm bending over with the heavy chainsaw. It snowed this morning in the Buckeye State, Sam. Manure. I used to shovel a lot of manure when I worked at the mushroom farm. I used to be a mushroom farmer years ago. But yeah, cleaning up leaves is the worst. I clean up a lot of leaves. Hey, the fastest way to clean up leaves, Camel, when I do it in the parks, I have to clean all the parks. So I take a lawnmower, I take our Honda bagger. We used to have the Husqvarna bagger, and I run the bagger lawnmower over it. So it sucks them up like a vacuum and it shreds them up. And then I dump them into Rubbermaid garbage cans and I bring them home to Wendy and she puts them all over the garden. It's really, really good. But anyway, yeah, I used to shovel a lot of manure. Lots of manure, though. Toby Josh, I did the same thing too when I was younger. I worked as a mushroom farmer for over 15 years and I shoveled tons of horse manure. And then I go home into our barn and I'd have to shovel cow manure and horse manure and goat manure and pig manure and chicken manure because we had all that stuff there. What is my favorite palm? I'm going to have to go maybe a needle palm or a sable minor, I think, for hardy palms. And for more tropical palms would be a Bismarckia. Yeah, that's exactly really smart, Mike. Try it with, watch my videos on it, Camel. It is so slick, man. You take that lawnmower and you run it over the leaves, even on concrete, and it'll suck them up into the bag, man. And it shreds them and it makes you this perfect compost mulch. And Wendy loves it when I bring home leaves. When I bring home shredded leaves, I'll bring home sometimes 6 or 7 garbage containers full of them. And she just dumps them all over the garden, throw them in the compost. And it makes really good soil when it rots down, right? And it breaks down faster because it's already shredded. Yeah, I like Bismarckia. And you know what else is a nice one too is Foxtail Palm. Foxtail is a really beautiful pinnate species. I think that's one of Wendy's favorite palms. And where Jane grows, there are probably foxtails growing around her and Bismarckias. And any warm place, California, Southern Cal, you're going to grow Bismarckia, foxtail, Southern Texas, you should be able to grow Bismarckia, foxtail, and even Arizona. I don't know about the foxtail, but there's definitely Bismarckia. Definitely Bismarckia in Arizona because I've seen pictures of them. Never been there, never been to Arizona, but I see enough pictures of places where these palms do grow. Phoenix, I like Phoenix. You know, I love all palms, Camel. I love palmetto too. Don't get me wrong. I love palmetto. My least favorite palm is Areca and Butia. Those are my least favorite palms, but I still love them because they're palm trees. But Butia, I've never been so impressed with. You know what I mean? I like Jubea way better just because I think Butia is way overrated for this northern climate. They are very prone to center spear loss in a bad winter here. Jubea, on the other hand, has proven itself to be foolproof here on the islands, not in Vancouver, but definitely on the islands and Vancouver, southern Vancouver Island and the Gulf Islands. Rare palms are hard to come by in the UK. It's about attracting. Oh, Nova. Oh, Nova's awesome. Batman, my buddy in Victoria, has a few 20-foot Novas in his garden. They're beautiful because the Nova has spacings of petioles quite much farther apart than Trachy. So up the trunk of a Trachycarpus fortunei, the petioles might be spaced like this where they go into the trunk, as where a Nova's got farther spacing and skinnier trunk. Tried to germinate. Oh, cool. I've germinated Insete ventricosum, Musa sycamensis, Musa valentina. I've germinated a few bananas over the years. Yeah, I mean it's easier to do offset division. My mom's from Nebraska, and we visited family there. Wow, is that right? Eh? Oh God, when I lived out in Langley, it didn't bother me because I used to spread liquid manure on the fields. Novas are fast at 4. Yeah, they are nice, Toby Josh. They are beautiful. Yeah, my buddy Jeff's got beautiful ones in his palm collection in Victoria. He's got about 60 palm trees, 60 palm trees in his garden, and he's got some really nice 20-foot Novas. I love how anyone who doesn't know about it. I know, exactly. Camel, you're right. Because when I tell people about palms, oh, do they grow coconuts? That is so true, Camel. And you make a good point. Or a lot of people confuse yuccas with palms. They'll say, hey, Joe, I got this really nice palm in my garden. I say, can you show me a picture of it? And it turns out to be a yucca, right? I have a pink banana. Musa valentina. Yeah, I had that one growing. It just didn't work very well here. Probably had it in a bad spot. I also had Musa Helen's hybrid too, hardy hybrid. Most Nebraska. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of farms in Nebraska. Yeah, flat like the prairies, I think, Nebraska. Is there any mountains in Nebraska? You guys can give me the dirt. Are there mountains in Nebraska? Ponytail also gets confused. Yep, Bucaria. And that's a really nice one. There's some huge ones in Hawaii, and they're actually pretty cold hardy, believe it or not. Bucaria, I think that's what they call it. That's the Latin name. Very, very cool plant. Are they not native to Africa? Correct me if I'm wrong. But ponytail palms are cool. I've seen them blooming too. I used to think yucca was a cordyline, and a lot of people confuse that too. And northeast Nebraska is flat. Is that right? A super flat like the prairies, eh, Dave? Cool. Yeah, I've never been there before. Never been to Nebraska. Talked there lots on my radio. I've talked to every state in the U.S. many times, so I know where they are. When I was a kid, I had a big map on my wall and I put pins in it. Pins where I used to talk. It was on a cork board. Western Nebraska is Rocky Bluffs. Cool. Probably like Alberta. Well, Alberta actually has big mountains. It has the Rockies too, right? Hey, Batman, there's lots of cordylines here too, and I know there's probably lots of cordylines where you are as well. People think ferns. They do. Southwest Ireland, you are right. Panorama Point of 5,429 feet. That's way up there. Is that the elevation? Holy smokers. You like big, Dave likes big sky country. My overall favorite tree is Andersonia. I don't know that one, Camel. I'd have to look that one up. I don't even think I've ever heard of it. There's so many species of plants out there, you know. Do you guys have that thing on your phone? You can actually identify plants with it by holding it up to a leaf, and it will tell you the species of plant. Do you guys have that on your phone? Because apparently there's an app you can get like that. And if you're unsure of what a plant is, you hold your iPhone up to it and it does that. Oh, baobab tree. Baobab, that's African, isn't it? Isn't that native to Africa somewhere? That's cool. I don't know where that is. Where are you? He's in England, Danny. He's in the UK. Yeah, we got people from all over the world here. Cordyline. Oh, cool, Batman. They're awesome. I love cordylines. Plant ID app. That's it. Does it work pretty good, Dara? Is it a pretty good thing? So if you hold that up to your Jubea palm, could it identify it? Panorama Point, probably East Nebraska. That's amazing elevation. I mean, if the place is pretty flat and it's that high above elevation, above sea level, it's just absolutely crazy. Or native Africa, Australia. Okay, Madagascar. They got that super fat, super thick trunk on them. I know baobab. I just didn't really know the Latin name of it. Very accurate. Wow. Interesting. It is very accurate. Okay, thanks, Dara. There's my work cell phone. Okay, so that's it. That's what it looks like right there. I just brought it in to charge it, but that's not my phone. So I bring it in to charge it up, and then I'll put it back in my parks truck tomorrow. But yeah, I've never owned an iPhone. I'm not old school, right? I mean, I got these laptops. That's why I don't edit anything, guys. I'm not that great with a computer. I admit it. I can upload videos here, and if there's a blooper, sometimes I just like to leave the blooper on rather than just making another video, because I think kind of bloopers are funny. Or if I screw up or if I say something wrong, it'll be in my video. You know what I mean? I don't want to redo it again. So it's just like I kind of like the randomness of it, right? But I know most people are really good at editing stuff, but I'm no good at editing stuff. I don't edit and I don't Photoshop. I don't Photoshop any. I don't even know how to Photoshop. Is that an iPhone? This one here is an iPhone, I think a 7. That's a 7 right there. It's got a case on it, right? So that's iPhone 7. And it works. It's like I say, my Parks phone. We have to have them at work. But, you know, cell phone reception on Salt Springs not the greatest because of all the mountains and stuff. It's a very mountainous place. And so you can be in one spot, it can be dead, and you can drive 2 minutes and you get cell phone reception. And then you drive a couple more minutes, you don't get it again. I don't know how to reply to people in chat. I'm bad like that too. I'm Batman. I'm not great at any computer thing, really. Same with me, Joy. Yeah, that's why I like your vids are basic, and that's good. And that's what mine are. They just kind of get to the point. I shoot a video, and you know, it's random. You're going to see random stuff in some of them, but that's just the way I am. And if they don't like it, sometimes I get bad comments, but that's fine. Some people are going to leave bad comments, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. I don't get my feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Some people do. There's like, well, you know, that's not nice. Well, whatever. You know, if you don't like somebody, you can always block them, right? So, but yeah, your videos are good. I edit videos on. Yeah, Wendy does too. Yeah, Dara's videos are very good because he does edit them, and I like the way Dara ends his videos. It's like, he's got a trademark. I will see you next time, right? Yeah, Wendy does that, and she's good at it because she's home in the daytime and she can edit her stuff. And she's got video editor on her Mac. She's got a Mac computer. Wendy's all about Macs. This is called a Lenovo laptop I'm on, and my other one's a Toshiba. And then I got a Acer over there. Then I got another Toshiba in the thing. I spilled coffee on it, unfortunately, so it don't work anymore. I was talking to this woman at a garden center palm in the phone, and I asked what outdoor palms. She said, "Oh yeah, oh no, you'll hear that too. There are some people that used to say that here, Palms USA, but I think most everybody knows in the garden center that palm trees do survive on the coast. But I remember going to nurseries back in the '80s, and oh, you got to wrap those up, or that won't survive here. That'll never work here. It's like, yeah, there are people like that. I planted a cordyline and a red star. Oh, cool. No, that's good. You can plant them together. Sure, they look good together. Plant them close together. Make a grove of them, Batman. That's right. That woman is weird. Yeah, some people just don't get it. They can walk by a palm tree in the west end of Vancouver, and then I'll talk to them. I says, "Oh, you?" And then they say, "They're in Vancouver in the west end." What do you think of all the palm trees? Oh, there's palm trees there. I never noticed any palm trees. One lady said that to me. I posted a picture on Canadian Gardeners, I think it was, and it was palm trees. And she says, "You guys got palm trees there? I've never knew there was palm trees there. I've been all up and down the BC coast many times. I never noticed any palm trees." I told her basically, you got to open your eyes. If you don't know what a palm tree is, then you're not going to know that they actually exist. That's the thing. Once you see one, then you'll be looking for them. But if you don't know they actually exist, and you know nothing about palm trees, you could bump into a palm tree, and I could ask you if you saw a palm tree, and you say, "Nope, I've never seen any palm trees in Vancouver." That's the way it works, folks. I get told, palm won't work. Oh yeah, I don't hear that anymore. But anyway, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing, Dara. It's a good thing, and you don't know until you try, right? I wanted to get mad at her. Right on, Palms USA. I like this one. I used to get people coming to me and say, "Oh, you know what? You spread all these exotics around. They're not native here. You shouldn't be bringing that stuff to our island." I says, "Oh yeah, is that right?" See, I'm a bad guy to talk to about that. Then I get right up in their face. I says, "So exotic plants. Hey, let's talk about exotic plants." I say, "Let's first start with your garden. Do you grow lilacs? Do you grow tomatoes? Do you grow cherry trees? Do you grow apples? Do you grow lettuce, petunias?" And I start rambling about. She goes, "Yeah, I have some of those." I said, "What do you think? Those are native to Salt Spring Island?" And he says, "What about you?" I says, "Where do you think you came from in your family?" He says, "You're not even you're not even native here. You were imported too, so you're exotic as well." So then she get right out of my face. That's all you got to say. Even us, we came. There's the only true Canadians are probably the First Nations people that were here thousands of years ago. Everybody else was imported. So all of us that are here now are exotic. If you look back at your great grandfathers, even your parents probably came from somewhere else. That's the way it is. So we're exotic too. The most exotic and invasive species on the face of the earth is man and not a plant. That's the way I see it. When people say, "Well, you shouldn't plant that here, it'll spread." I said the worst invasive species on the planet is man and not a plant. They're the ones that bring the plants, not the plant. You know what I mean? It just drives me crazy. So I'm a bad guy to argue with when it comes to stuff like that. And when I start out my talk at the garden club, because I've been asked to be a guest speaker at the garden club in the past, and that's the first thing I start with when I'm up on stage. I says, "How you guys doing? I just want to, I'll let you guys know that you're all exotic plant growers just the way I am." They kind of look at each other. They're a bunch of old Crispies. Most of them are old Crispies that are stuck in their way, and they got tunnel vision, and they don't want to branch out beyond petunias and mugo pines and junipers, right? So I tell them, if it's not native to here, it's an exotic plant. And I said, most of you guys were imported too, so you're exotic just the same. And that's how I start out my speech when I do them at the garden club. And it's been years since I've done one. Humans are definitely totally invasive. They're the ones that are destroying the place, not plants. I totally agree, Camel. I used to get mad at people. I'd say nothing. Good man, Dave. Yeah, I hope it flourishes too, Batman. Humans are definitely, yeah. They're the ones that are polluting everything, not the plants. I look at the ocean when I clean up the beach in the morning, and it's full of styrofoam. The rocks on this one beach is just full of particles of styrofoam. Absolutely disgusting. Lytton people are the most Canadian. Yeah, you got to love that, Dave. One day maybe I'll head back up there. Why are they so Canadian? Lots of First Nations here for sure. Why are they so Canadian? We don't have any First Nations here. I mean, there might be 2 First Nations, maybe 3 First Nations people on our whole island. There's not really a lot of First Nations people here. They never really lived here full time on Salt Spring Island. They would come over here to camp out for the summer and stuff, hunt and fish, and and like homestead for the summer and then move back to where they came from on the Big Island or Pentecoit Island, but they left petroglyphs here and arrowheads you can find on the beaches and this and that. So there's traces of them. Hey, there's Duck Killer Clyde. And how is duck hunting season, Clyde? Have you got any ducks lately or swans or anything else? Planet needs, yeah, trees are good too. But then again, so is lumber. It's a renewable resource, right? And people say that, well, you know, you shouldn't cut trees, but these are the same hypocrites that live in a house made out of wood, and where their house is, it used to be a forest. You know what I mean? And then these are the same guys. It's these, and it's no offense to vegetarians, but it's vegetarian people and vegans say, well, you shouldn't hunt this and you shouldn't kill that, but yet their shoes are made out of leather, their belts made out of leather, and their purse and their wallets made out of leather, right? That comes from animals. Huh? Hello. And arrowheads. Yeah, lots of arrowheads here. And petroglyphs. Yeah, I saw the ones you showed there. That's pretty cool. I know of a couple here on our island. And fossils. Haven't hunted. Oh, man, you've been busy, boy. Duck Killer Clyde's been a busy boy. You need to get out there and do some hunts. We dug a dead. No way. Clyde, was that big landslide down there in Oregon? Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Sorry to hear that. That is a drag, getting caught in a landslide. There was a big landslide in the 60s up in the Hope Princeton, and there's cars still buried with people in that landslide. They never did get them out. That's how much of the mountain came down. The Hope Princeton slide. They say if you can cut down a tree. Yeah, we have a lot of trees here, Dara. We have tons. So firewood we use it for, and a lot of people use them for lumber. But when they do big blocks of clear cuts here, they bring in people to reforest, right? So it gives people jobs too. It does employ a lot of people, the forestry business. Duck Killer Clyde, man, that sucks. Sorry you had to see that. Did you actually have to see that? Or were you running a big machine? I'm guessing you're running well, you're a truck driver, right? So were you hauling machines there and stuff? People vandalize a lot of the. Oh, that's sad, Palms USA. That is totally sad. People doing stuff like that. I don't like vandalism. Can't stand vandalism, man. You know, even in the public washrooms when I got to clean my seat, you saw it. Oh, dude, sorry to see that. So what was it? Just was it an elderly lady? Was it a young lady? And she's just driving along. What the mountain just came down on top of her. Oh, that's crazy, man. That would not be a good thing. Yeah, that's sad. So did in her 50s, young. I'm in my 50s. I consider that young. Hopefully she didn't. Hopefully it was quick. I mean, hopefully she didn't suffer, man. I don't know. I'm guessing boulders and stuff came on top of her. Or was it mud? Was it mud or boulders and rocks? I plant a lot of trees. It's mostly palm trees, though, Batman. I plant thousands every year. I grow them from seed. And then I sell them and I ship them. So I'm doing my part by keeping the planet green. But you know what? I am still a guy that cuts trees because I use the trees for firewood and we use them to build stuff with. So and we have no shortage of trees here, man. Like, I mean, our property's full of Dougie firs. And like I say, it is a renewable resource. Most trees you see have been replanted or just seeded themselves because this island has been logged a couple of times over. There's very few old growth trees left on this island. So when the first settlers came here in 1850s, the whole island was old growth, okay? You don't see a lot of old growth trees left, but yet these people, and I call them tree huggers, will complain about people cutting trees. But the trees have regrown a couple of times over. This place has been logged, and what they're looking at is second and third growth trees, right? My garden is mostly palm trees. That's the type of garden I like, Southwest Ireland. I bet number. I plant a lot of palms, but there are other people out there too, I bet you, that plant a lot of palms too. I know Gary Haller in Newborn, North Carolina plants a lot of palms. No, it's not really wood either. It's different than a tree like a Douglas fir, right? It's not really a woody tree. I wouldn't be using it for firewood. Probably good for carving tikis though. Only about 350 people in Lytton. Yeah, that's not very much. Is that right, Dave? 350 people. Wow. That's a quiet little Sleepy Hollow of a town. That's amazing. So I wonder what it was in 1968. Danny Lane and Gary Oaks oh yeah. Well, there's lots of native Gary Oaks here too, but I've planted a lot of them in our garden over the years, and they're not that big. They're very slow growing. So we do have Quercus garryana here. Yeah, that's cool. That's like Saturna Island. There's about 300 people or so on Saturna Island, Dave, our southeastern Gulf Island here. Most people like to do that. What time do you get? Yeah, I heard drownings pretty wild too. Does Salt Spring have the biggest? One of the biggest, Vaughn. It's on North End Road down the road from us. It's 21. Last time I saw it, it was 21.6 or 7 foot in circumference at chest height. But I heard the biggest one on the registry of big trees was on Savory Island. I think it was Savory or Lasqueti Island, about 100 miles north of here or so. But there's a massive one on North End Road down the road from us here, and it is huge. I don't have any videos of it because it was before I started shooting videos that I was there, but I got photos of it, and it is a monster of an arbutus tree. So it might be the second biggest one on in BC on Salt Spring Island. It is the crown on it is absolutely huge. It's 100 feet tall, and it's insane. Like I say, it was 21.6 feet in circumference at chest height. That was quite a few years ago. The last time I was there was probably 2006, 2005 to look at it. New owners have taken over. So Salt Spring Island and Lytton. Yes, it's quiet. I mean, Lytton's even quieter than Salt Spring. We got 10,500 people here in Lytton. Wow. I didn't realize there were so few people in Lytton. Thank you for planning. Yeah, they are. I love Gary Oaks, Danny Lane. They are a beautiful tree, very slow, and there's a lot of them on our island. They are actually protected. You are not allowed to cut down a Gary Oak. Very, very slow growing tree. A friend of mine around the corner's got lots of them in her property, and I've got bucket loads of acorns from her before. So I'd give them to people. I'd grow them from acorn, and people would visit the garden. I've given a lot of them away, but I've also planted some around the property. But they're certainly slow growing. It takes forever for them to reach a good size. I go to Lytton. Yeah, it's nice and relaxing there, Dave. And you can just sit back with a cold Bowen Island brewing or a Molson or a Coors or a Bud in that hot sun and kick back. Almost 30,000. Not so bad, though. 30,000 is not like not a massive town, Camel. Like I say, we're 10,500 on our island, okay? And Salt Spring Island is just about 17 miles long. So think about it. Over a 17-mile distance, there's 10,500 people. Oak is protected here. Yeah, I think Ireland and England was probably covered in Scotland with oak trees at the beginning of time. And then when the settlers came, they cut them all down. Camel is down in South Carolina, I believe. I don't know what town, but I think he's in South Carolina. Yeah, way down south. Way, way down. One day I'll do a video on our Gary Oaks when they get their leaves on them. Right now, they don't look like anything. They're a deciduous tree, and they're not the greatest looking tree in the wintertime, but there are some beautiful big specimens of Gary Oaks on Salt Spring and southern Vancouver Island. And if you go up to Newcastle Island off in Nanaimo, there's tons of Gary Oaks up there. So I'm done eating oranges. You're done eating oranges. Well, you know what? I'm in the mood for an orange, and I got some mandarin oranges I got to eat. I'll do the live stream for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to go grab something to eat. I think I'm going to make some noodle soup, some of that that Japanese noodle soup. You know, Mr. Noodle, the ramen stuff. I kind of like that stuff, and you put a little bok choy in with it, maybe a few mushrooms. Last night, Wendy made an awesome steak. It was just so thick, and you could cut that baby with a fork. So I think I'm having steak again tonight. Wendy loves steak. Only thing CA is good for oranges. They used to grow a lot of oranges down there, but you know what? I don't know if they're growing as many oranges now, Clyde. When I was down there in 81, there were so many oranges everywhere. Betty wanted the business. Right on. You're the man, Clyde. I have lemon and orange. I have a kumquat tree outside right now. Have you, Toby Joss, have you tried? No, I don't know what it is. Rhodolia. No, I don't know what that Rhodelia. Rhodolia. No, I don't know what that is. Hello, I forgot that you stream on this channel. Yeah, I do both channels. Yesterday I did my other channel, Banana JSSI, and I also did Gulf Island Rock. Hello, I forgot that you stream. So Palm Tree Dude, remember next week I'm doing the draw. What about Madrona? Yeah, Madrona are not protected here. Matter of fact, I was out with my chainsaw yesterday bucking up some Madrona. I was bucking up tiki wood at Buddy Hal's place. So I went down to Hal's saloon. He says, Joe, we got a ton of Madrona because he cuts it down for firewood. And I took some nice pieces, 3-footers of Madrona, Pacific Madrona or Butis Mansazii. Mango and oranges. Rhodia is in the witch hazel. Oh, cool. Sounds like a nice plant. We do grow witch hazel, though. Oh, Madrona is awesome firewood. Hey, Clyde, we got a ton of eucalyptus firewood here too. That's good firewood. But yes, Madrona is extremely hard wood like oak, and it burns really well. And we have juniper here too, Clyde. We have the Rocky Mountain juniper. I burnt it once. It smells really good, but I got some pieces for carving. And most people do not cut down juniper here because even though they grow around our island, they're not super common, but there are some big ones, 40 footers on the island. They're a beautiful tree. Prickly pear are native to every state except for Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire. Is that right, eh? Hey, that's interesting. That is really cool. Maine, Vermont. Wow, Danny Lee. Are Madrona in the Gulf Island? They out? No, they're good here. But some places do get that blight on them, whatever, that virus. No, they're fine here. Too much sand in the juniper. Is that right, Clyde? You have lots of east. Yeah, yeah, they're pretty hardy treat too. The ones we grow here are really big, and the wood smells amazing. When you cut that stuff, it is like the best smelling wood. You know what it reminds me of? When I was a kid, I had this hamster, and you buy these shavings for the hamster cage, and I think it must be juniper wood. Native to 45 states. Wow. We even have Opuntia native here on Salt Spring. We have two species of succulents that grow wild everywhere, and we have Opuntia fragilis cactus. Once tried to dig up wild prickly pear. I've done it, but not with my bare hands. I went up to interior of the desert region. I dug a ton of it out. That was a few years ago. Betty is cooking dinner right now, I suspect. Oh, you're lucky. I'm coming over for dinner. If I start driving now, I will make it there by, let's just see, about 20 after 8. No, I have to get the ferry. It'll be about 9:30 by the time I make it there. Save some dinner for me. Cedar log for bedding. That works good too. Betty, you're lucky, man. Chinese food. Dogs live outside. Well, you've seen our little foofy dog. He lives inside. Yeah, he's a little house dog. And if it's raining out, he don't even like to go outside in the rain. You know what I mean? Got to put his jacket on. Jody Rhodia is a K Hong Kong Rose. Cool. Sounds cool, Toby Josh. Forest Permaculture. Hello. Forest Food Forest Permaculture. Good to see you in there. That's what I did. Spine stuck. Oh man, you don't like getting cactus spine stuck in your hand is the worst thing. Probably on the coastal plain, not many things grow. Yeah, that's one thing. You know, we have a little pocket of clay soil on our property here, and I grow a lot of bamboo down there. But most part, it's 99% rock. Our soil. It's very well. We're going to say 95%. The ravine is good soil. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, getting cactus stuck in you is not the best thing, man. There's a guy on YouTube that eats cactus. Go to cactus eating videos. There's crazy people on YouTube that do things for views, and these guys eat cactus. The one guy's called the LA Beast. Have you seen that guy? The guy's channel is called the LA Beast, and he actually eats a whole bunch of cactus, spines and all. And there's guys that jump into cactus. Absolutely insane. They jump off the back of their truck into a cactus patch, a jumping cholla. I just can't believe it. Danny Lane High Forest. We have loads of places. So yeah, we don't have a lot here. Dara, I've eaten cactus, but yeah, I've eaten cactus too. I'm 5 foot. Oh my God, I'm totally jealous. Duck Killer Clyde, that's one thing I miss is good soil. Oh my God. See, I would love to have that there. And that's why your stuff grows so good. It doesn't matter, man. Good soil like that. You're very fortunate, man. Soil and water. How's your water there? Are you on a well? We're on a well here. I bet you got good water too. I've eaten the fruit. Prickly pear, I've steamed it. And you can fry it too. Fry it up. I have yellow sand and red clay. Okay, we have sandstone and shale here on at this end of the island. It's called Haslam soil. Brown dirt, not black, not red, but good soil, Clyde. Clay is good as long as it's yeah, and clay has a lot of nutrients in it. You have unlimited water. So are you on a well? Do you have your own well, or do you have a creek going through your property, or what? Punch is such a great asset. That's cool. I love Opuntia cactus. Yeah, my last property, Clyde, on the mainland was 5 acres of great topsoil. Out in the farm south of Vancouver. They are on Opuntia humifusa. We grow that in our garden. I have 3 pumps, 900 gallons per minute? No way. Holy crap. 900 gallons per minute. We're a gallon and a half per minute, our well. A gallon and a half. 900 gallons. Unflippin' believable. You got that's basically an artesian well, dude. Oh my God, you're lucky. Is it good water to drink? There's a canyon in Georgia is formed after all the trees were cut down by a few decades. Collapsed. Is that right, eh? Crazy, Camel. Those thorns are annoying. I have tequila sitting right here on the shelf, but I don't drink it. I've drank it a few times. Margarita. I think there's tequila in margaritas. So at Hell's Saloon, we've had margaritas, and that's the only time I've really drinking tequila. But I do have tequila here. Actually, no, you know what? It's mezcal. I don't even think it's tequila. It's mezcal. And I was cold. My house. Delicious, and I was cold. My house. Those. Oh, you're lucky, man. Wow. Yeah, 1.5 gallons a minute. Well, the neighbors is 10 gallons a minute. He's quite a ways from us. There are guys here that get 50 to 70 gallons a minute with artesian wells, but they're up high in the mountains. The best water here is usually up high in the mountains, believe it or not. Sort of tequilas from agave. Yeah, you've seen my mezcal. Have any of you guys ever drank mezcal? I don't know what it tastes like. I've never tried it. I got about 3 or 4 bottles of mezcal here. It's from Mexico, directly from Mexico. Is it? I guess it's kind of like tequila, right? I've shown you guys before, right? I've got this scorpion mezcal, and you can see the scorpion. There's the scorpion in there. There's the scorpion right there. You see that? That's scorpion mezcal, and it's got a scorpion on the front of it and a sombrero. Our friends brought that back from Mexico, but I don't know, man. It's 40%. I don't think it's my kind of drink, really. Have you tried? No, I've never tried it. Still too young to drink. Good. Too much drinking, no good. My house, 120 hole. Wow. Using around 40 waters. Wow, that's crazy, Clyde. Ours is 200 feet deep, drilled, and 200 feet deep, and the water in it is pretty close to the top. I think it's about 170 feet of water in that well. Like the static level, I think they call it, about 170 feet of water in the well. Neighbor's well on the other side is 345 feet deep, and I think their well, it's about 40 feet from the top, 30 feet from the top, 3/4 gallon a minute. That's it. Only 3/4 of it. Never dried up. It never dries up, but that's not a lot of water, is it? I mean, to get that much water, man, that's crazy. That is a lot of water. Unbelievable. There's actually a really cool thing I have here. I'm going to find it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is my banana wine? I got some wine, and I got to find it. Somebody gave me some banana wine, and I'm trying to figure out where it is. I'm not seeing it up here anymore. Oh, there it is, right here. Do you want to see something really cool, guys? Check out this. Have you ever seen that? Somebody gave me this bottle years ago, because people give me things pertaining to bananas. Check out that banana wine. And this is a really old bottle. It's got a cork in it, made out of bananas. How about that? Isn't that cool? Like, this is a really old bottle. Somebody found it in this old cellar. I guess they were going to be tearing down this house or something. And then he gave me this bottle. I said, Joe, I thought of you. And he gave me this bottle of wine. Bottled by Charles and Lewis and Sons. Alcohol content. What is the alcohol content? Hang on. Let me just see here. 15% alcohol right there. There's some banana wine, folks. Have you ever seen that? And how old is it? That is a really old bottle, man. I collect old bottles, and I can tell by the embossment on the bottom. That's crazy, eh? Helen Brand wine. I think that's super cool. Do you think I should drink it one day? Probably wouldn't go bad. Maybe it's turned into vinegar. Betty wants to know about banana hammock. Banana hammock. Okay, where do we have? I'm just trying to find something here. How about banana boxers? Hey, check out this. Banana boxers. There we go, Betty. There's some banana boxers for you right there. Lots of bananas on them. You'll like that, right? No banana hammocks, though. Anyway, what do you think, folks? You think I should try that one day? Banana wine? I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll put it back in my collection with the rest of the junk. I'll put that right here. I think that's kind of fine. Banana wine. I have some 1940s milk bottles. Oh, cool. Palms USA. I'll have to do a video of my bottle collection sometime. We have a ton of old bottles. Like, you should see our bottle collection. I do have old milk bottles from the 40s, and I have lots of pop bottles and beer bottles from the 1800s. They're called blob tops. I have a really cool old one from Ireland. Looks like a torpedo from the 1800s. bottom of it looks like a torpedo, the bottle. And I'll show you a really cool one. I'll show you a really cool old bottle here. Do you want to see a really cool liquor bottle? Look at this one. Check out that. That's a wine or liquor bottle right there from this one. It is Great Seal, 25th American Revolution, era bronze, 90 proof. Look at that. Look what it says on it. Isn't that a cool bottle? North Carolina. I think that's kind of awesome. I think Gary Holler would like that one. Anyway, yeah, that's one of my bottles. Okay, 2:30, got to go. Okay, I'm going to have to get going soon, too. I lived in Okanagan for 7 years. I have 2-6 paw. We have one pawpaw, and they will actually produce here if you put them in a warm spot, too. Yeah, okay. Tell you what, guys, I am going to roll now because you know what? I have to go eat something. I'm getting really hungry. Those fish crackers did not cut it for me. And I don't really want to go outside because it's still kind of ugly. But I enjoyed the live stream with you guys. It was absolutely awesome. And remember, next week, guys, tune in because either on this channel or Banana JSSI, we are going to be doing a draw. And one of you is going to be a lucky winner. And you could end up with some hybrid palm seeds, okay? And if you want a card, we could send you a card. If not, the other prize will be with the palm seeds, a sticker with the Southern Gulf Islands on it right there. Southern Gulf Islands. And the islands are in the eagle, okay? In the bald eagle, right? So there we go. There's our, you can see which island is ours. Ours is right there. That's Salt Spring Island. So remember, stay tuned. You are going to be, somebody's going to be pulled out of this bucket here. All right? Thanks for joining in. It was awesome. Clyde, enjoy your dinner. And White with Dreamy Eyes, Southwest Ireland, Food Forest Permaculture, Camel, Palm Tree Dude, Palms USA, and everybody in there. Who did I miss? Camel, White with Dreamy Eyes. Jane, I know Jane Tang might be still in there sandy bagging. When I say sandy bagging, she's listening. The Toby Josh, and let's just see. Your names are going up on the right-hand side of the screen. I can see who's in there, right? And no Mac Attack today. I think Logan was in there. Duck Killer Clyde, Bald Eagle for USA. There you go. We got a lot of Bald Eagles here too. So your name could be pulled out too of the hat because I know Betty's name is in there too. Palms USA, Toby Josh, free palm tree seeds. Yes, Instagram. Okay, so Toby Josh, message me or I can message you on Instagram. I'll get on Instagram. Okay, you good man, Clyde. Bad boy. Clyde's a bad boy. All right, Clyde and everybody else. Take care. Stay safe out there. CF Forest, Food Forest Permaculture, and Danny Lane. I'm seeing who I'm missing. I don't want to miss anybody in there. Okay, I'm just don't want to miss anybody. I got to say bye to everybody in there. And Southwest Ireland. Who else did I miss? I think I said Danny Lane. Okay, guys, it's a pretty good live stream. It went for an hour 37 minutes without screwing up. Oh God, look at Wendy just pops in there now. Gulf Island Rock. I think she's been probably watching the whole time. And Wendy's now just coming into the live stream. Gulf Island Rock. She's got some palm tree emojis. And Wendy is thinking on designing a shirt. So if Wendy designs a shirt, we will show you the prototype of the shirt. Hello, Wendy from Palms USA. I can hear her on her iPhone in the living room, right? So it's delayed. I'm talking here and it shows up later. Hello, everyone. Got the heart emojis in there and this and that and the other. I do like palm tree emojis. Hey, I wonder if there's Pac-Man emojis. Remember the game Pac-Man, you guys? Used to play that back in the 80s. All right. Okay, guys. Have a good one. And I'm going to go see what Wendy's hiding in the kitchen for something to eat. Like I say, it might end up being just noodle soup with some bok choy. All right. Cheers to you. Stay safe. And next weekend, live stream between 12 and 1 p.m., either on this channel or the other channel, steak for dinner. Okay, cool. All right. And current temperature before I go, it is a balmy and palmy 5 degrees Celsius and drizzly out there here on the Southern Gulf Islands. And time is 2:34 p.m. Cheers to you all. Bye now. Miss Pac-Man.